I'm trying to get a turn camera right now. So turn. Good morning, everyone. Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Sean B. Perkins. While court is in session, please be properly dressed. Please keep your backgrounds quiet and clear. And if you are in a vehicle, please do not drive while court is in session. Thank you. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, officer. Good morning, everyone. The first case is Mr. Joshua Ray Gibson, case number SP 5124491. Mr. Gibson, do you have a driver's license?
This is my last step to finish up paying off my license.
Mr. Gibson, I see that you had paid a civil infraction that related to this charge.
Yes.
Are we, do we have a court reporter?
I'm right here, Judge. Ronnie
Okay,
Dixon.
good morning, Mr. Dixon.
Good morning.
All right, you set to go?
Yes, I'm all set to go. They sent me to the wrong courtroom.
No, I'm fine. So I just want, you got that case number and everything?
No, I did not. I did not.
All right. Let's do this over again. This is the state of Michigan versus Joshua Ray Gibson, case number SP 5124491. Mr. Gibson, I see that you have paid a civil infraction that was related to this matter, failure to stop, and I believe you incurred 2 points. No, this is the old case, but anyway, since you paid that civil infraction, I'm going to dismiss this case. You're going to be responsible for the reinstatement fee. I'm going to waive the warrant fee.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
All right, Mr. Gibson, good luck to you in your quest to get your driver's license. I hope that works out for you. If there's nothing further, Mr. Gibson, you have a great day.
Okay, one question, sir. I paid the $100 bench warrant. Is that the fee that'll be waived?
No, you paid a bond to get to court today. So here's how that bond will work. Mr. Gibson, the quickest way to do that would be to come down to the courthouse and ask them to apply that bond to your reinstatement fee. The remaining balance of that bond will be mailed to you. So don't come talking to the cashier talking about you want your other $55 back right now, all right?
Okay.
Also, you can also, Mr. Gibson, pay that fee online, that $45 fee online, or at any DIV kiosk in the city of Detroit, and you'll get an instant clearance too, and then that bond will be returned back to you in the mail. So those are the quickest ways to get clearances, and so that you have the you can go to the Secretary of State. I don't know if you'll be cleared in 36th District. I don't know what you have out there in the other world. So
yeah, this was my last step. Step here.
All right. Have a great day. Further questions?
You too, sir. Thank you. Thank you so much.
All right.
Okay.
let's see. Mr. Gooden? Well, let's see, let me make sure. Mr. Gooden has disregarded red signal, control an unsafe matter. Never mind.
That was like it.
All right.
One with nothing is one issue.
Okay, well, this is the only thing we have. Let's call the case, this is a 500 case, that's a state case. No, I understand that, I'm just making sure. But the other three matters were something that he incurred at a different time. So he just got these other three matters. And these are all city matters. So, this is the city of Detroit. We strike that. This is the state of Michigan versus Alexander Gooden, case number SP 1119482. Count 1, SP 1187847, counts 1, 2, and 3. Mr. Gooden, you have a no insurance violation that you got on November the 12th, 2020. You also got 3 other tickets on 4/27/2020 in an effort to make this a one-stop shop for you, Mr. Gooden, so that you can take care of all these matters at one time. I will consolidate the matters, and I will afford you the opportunity to plead to 1 count of improper plates, and that's fine you $240, and then I will dismiss the other 3 matters. You can take that offer, Mr. Gooden. You can also have a right to a trial, as everybody on here will always have that right to a trial if you don't want to take the offer that's afforded to you. And everybody on here has the opportunity to speak with Mr. Boffman, who is serving as the House Counsel for the day. So keep that in mind. I'll probably say that time and time again to everybody, because I can't stress that anymore. So, Mr. Gooden, what is your pleasure?
I'm gonna plead guilty.
All right. Let me raise your right hand, Mr. Gooden. This is, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can put your hand down. Mr. Gooden, you understand you have a right to a trial?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that right to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I stated in the record?
No, sir.
You're taking this on your own free will?
Yes.
Mr. Gooden, let me draw your attention to November the 12th, 2020 at around 4:02 p.m. in the city of Detroit, the area of Lappin and Hickory. Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes, sir.
And on that date, were you driving a 2003 BMW 10 in color?
Yes, sir.
And on that date, did you have the proper insurance for that vehicle, or was that insurance either invalid or expired or never acquired?
I believe it was invalid.
You can't believe, you have to know.
It was invalid.
Okay, I'm gonna accept your, guilty plea to the amended count of improper place. That's a 0-point offense that does not abstract to the Secretary of State but that is a misdemeanor, however, and, I'm gonna fine you $240. Mr. Gooden, I see you look like you're at work, are you?
Oh no, sir. I'm in the basement.
Okay.
It's a quiet spot.
Okay, well, Mr. Gooden, how much time do you need to pay?
A week.
A
I can
week?
pay next week. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna give you till, is this an updated sheet here? I'm gonna give you until July 30th, Mr. Gooden, to pay by.
Okay.
And, if you get that done in a week, then that's better. If you find yourself in a position that you're unable to pay this by July 30th, though, then I would hope that you would be proactive and zoom back in to see if we can afford you some more time. If there's no other questions on Mr. Gooden, we're going to expect that money. Well, we expect it in a week, so like you said, but at the very latest, July 30th. And if there's no further questions, you have a very good day.
Okay, thank you.
I have a good.
Judge, if I may,
Yes.
this is Attorney Kevin Bassan. I'm just curious, do you have a Nikolai Gore, Gheorahe on your docket today?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. I make sure I was in the right place, and now I need to get a hold of my client because I don't think he signed in yet. Thank you.
All right. Mrs. Tierra Lewis. We have her file.
Yeah, yes.
Tierra Lewis. This is the state of Michigan versus Tierra Lewis, case numbers SP 9865631 and SP 9865632. Probably could have been done a little easier, saying counts 1 and counts 2. Ms. Lewis, I see that you have a driving unregistered untitled vehicle and no insurance. Ms. Lewis, did you have insurance at the time?
No, sir.
All right, Ms. Lewis, what I will do is I will offer you a improper plate for the unregistered or untitled and dismiss the no insurance. You're gonna be responsible, however, for 2 Secretary of State, $45 fees, and you have a related failure to stop matter that goes back to 2019 that you'll have to deal with as well.
What was the improper plate?
That's the offer. So I'm
I mean, I
trying
don't even know what vehicle this is referring about.
2011 Chevy Red.
Yeah, the only thing was wrong when that officer pulled me over. If we talking about in April of 2020,
No,
my car
I'm
was
talking-
my
I'm talking April of 2019. Listen, you want to speak with Mr. Boffman regarding the instance so that you can have some direction as far as legal counsel? I can put you in a breakout room and you can discuss that with them. I think that would be your best, that would be the best advice I can give you. And then he can kind of set the tone for you on how you should proceed.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, Mr. Baughman, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mrs. Lewis. Ms. Lewis also has a failure to stop matter that's related to this. As you know, during the pandemic, I usually entertain motions for default to set aside so they can argue their matter. But this was pre-pandemic, this was April 2019. But after you talk with her, we'll hear any representations you feel needs to be made on her behalf. So I'll put you in a breakout. All right.
Your Honor, would you restate?
Yes.
It's just for one count, improper plates, dismissing.
The no insurance.
And then we still have the default out there to deal with.
And you still have the default out there.
Understood. I'll be right back.
All right. Very good. All right. This is the City of Detroit versus Robert Patricia Gatson. Case numbers SP 1134594-1 and case number SP 1134595-1. Mrs. Gatson, there is a offer here for you to resolve these matters by pleading to the amended count of blockading traffic, in that the court would dismiss the other count. I would fine you $175 and the other matter will be dismissed. Ms. Gatson, you have a right to a trial and you have a right to speak with Mr. Baughman. That's a 0-point offense, and that offense does not abstract to the Secretary of State. It's just a fine. Ms. Gatson, how do you want to proceed?
I do guilty.
Okay. you'll be responsible. It's not a misdemeanor, it's just a civil infraction. So, Ms. Gatz, can you raise your right hand, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Gatson, you understand you have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up that right to a trial?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No.
And you're taking this on your own free will?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Gadsden, let me draw your attention back to November the 12th, 2020, around 3:09 p.m. in the city of Detroit, in the area of Martin and Wagner. Did you have an occasion to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes.
And that Detroit police officer, did you run a stop sign on that day, Ms. Gadsden?
Yes.
Okay. The court is going to find you responsible to the amended count of blocking traffic. I am going to fine you $175. How much time do you need to pay?
I'm paying it tomorrow.
Where's the 7 day? What's today? Today is Thursday. Let's do July the 8th. I'm going to give you till July the 8th. You just a little extra time to make sure. Hopefully, you can get this paid tomorrow. We can get this case closed out. But if by July the 8th you don't have that paid, Ms. Gadsden, then you need to be proactive and zoom back in and see if we can find you some more time, because I don't want this to incur more penalties, interest, and fines and costs and charging more money. Other than that, Ms. Gadsden, if you don't have any other questions, you're free to leave.
Without taking off my license?
Without what?
That point that he gave me, would it be taking off my license?
I don't think any points are going to be on your license.
Oh, that's what he had told me. Okay.
That amended makes it so that blocking traffic is 0 points. The Secretary of State will never know about it, and you pay that $175 and it will be closed out. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too.
Do we have Rothman back? No.
Ronnie, you just want me to see it, sir.
Mrs. Dixon?
Yes.
Madam Clerk wants to know your CSR number.
Okay. CSR 0104.
This is the city of Detroit versus Levert Gardner, case number SP 109-56111. Mr. Gardner.
Yes, can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Mr. Gardner, it appears that you got stopped in the same time in 1 month. You have no insurance misdemeanor as well. Mute your phone now. And what we'll do is this, Counselor, Mr. Cross, he's got a no insurance misdemeanor that's coming up. He has 2, so that will make 2 tickets. We'll consolidate these. And no, one's with driving without license. So I would, and we got 2 tickets in one, paid both of the fines, so last year, you got stopped twice in 1 month, and paid both of the silver traffic fines. Both each, well, 1 incident and 2 tickets. But let's see, I'm registered for title. No insurance listed here. So you got operating all license, no ops. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Gardner. You got, last year in July, you got stopped twice, right?
I did. I got stopped. I paid the tickets off that I got. I got the printout.
Mr. Gardner, let's answer my questions, please, all right? It'll be a lot quicker. Last year in July, you got stopped twice, correct?
I can't remember. I know I got stopped once by the state troopers.
Okay. I see July the 2nd, you got stopped. And I see July the 31st, you got stopped by the Detroit police.
That might be it right. Yeah, it might be right.
Okay, you paid all of the matters related to that first stop. You're here for the second stop, in which you got the no license, and you have a matter that you got stopped in February.
In February of this month.
This year. Of this year.
Yes, I got all the. I got all of it right now, but yes, yes.
Okay. So based on that, you want to do. You know what? All right. Hold on. Do you have insurance, Mr. Gardner?
No, Your Honor.
Where are you?
I'm in a treatment center.
You know where?
I'm in a treatment center.
A treatment center?
Yes, Your Honor.
I can't see it. Okay. All right. All right. You got a gift today, Mr. Gardner, because you seem to be handling your business. The prosecutor is going to give you a gift in July, a Christmas gift in July, and he's going to dismiss both of these matters. Mr. Gardner, you're going to be responsible, however, for paying that $45 reinstatement fee.
Okay.
All right, and that reinstatement fee is going to need to be paid before you can go and ask the Secretary of State for a license. At least you'll be clear here with 36 District Court if you pay that $45 fee. That's going to be on your own volition there, Mr. Gardner. There's no timetable set in that. I just want to make you aware that you are going to have to pay that fee before you can get a license. All right?
Okay. Can I ask a quick question?
You surely can.
What only reason why I've been getting these tickets because they just not letting me know that my license is suspended and expired. So they saying I got to take the whole test over. I'm just trying to see because I'm trying to prevent from taking the test. So because I got the money, if I can get my license reinstated.
That's not a question. That's a statement. That's something you and the Secretary of State got to deal with. But right now, before you even approach the Secretary of State for a license, you're at very least going to have to pay that $45. I don't know what you have out in other jurisdictions, but you'll be clear in 36 District Court if you pay that $45.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Anything else?
No, so we done with this some in February, the ticket for last year and February, so that's done.
You're done. You're done. You just have to take care of whatever issues you got to take care of in that treatment center. Wish you the best of luck on that.
All right.
All right. Have a great day. All right. What about Mr. Attorney, what was that? Who was that first attorney on the line? Counsel Bissett, did you get your client on the line? So I have an iPhone up here. Ma'am, I think you're in the car. What's your name, ma'am?
Melanie Lewis.
Good morning to you. I have you checked in, and we will get to you as soon as we can. Please mute your phone.
Okay.
And then I have a big grip. Who might that be?
That's me, John Griffin.
All right, Mr. Griffin.
He's driving too.
And you're driving, Mr. Griffin?
I was.
You're gonna need to pull over.
I'm pulling over right now.
For some reason, I don't see his name on here. All right. What's your first name again, Mr. Griffin?
John, John.
John Griffin. Is that Griffin?
Yes.
All right. Let's go to Mr. John Gamitia.
We're
Yes.
ready, Your Honor.
All right. How did I pronounce that? I probably didn't pronounce that name right. Can you give me the correct pronunciation of that?
Gamashia, it sounded pretty good to me.
Gamashia. Let's go back to Mrs. Lewis, Tierra Lewis, right quick.
Let's be here.
1:30.
So
We can pull this thing. and get him. I got a trooper on the line, or no, officer.
Good morning. Sorry, I'm having difficulties with the
Warrant
volume.
officer. Who are you here on?
I have a Tracy Lewis.
Tracy Lewis. That's the one, oh no, that's not the one.
Lucas. Tracy Lucas.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm sorry. Yes,
Tracy
Tracy
Lucas.
Lucas.
Yes.
Okay. All right, so now, so I'm going to put you and the, Mr. Officer Hayward, I'm gonna put you and Mr. Goss in the breakout room.
Okay.
See if we can resolve it, Mrs. Lucas, so we're just gonna allow them to speak and then see if we can get that, some kind of resolution, or we'll, hold a hearing.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, good. All right, so let's recall the case of Tierra Lewis, case number SP 9865491 and SP 9865663, counts 1 and counts 2. I don't even think I need to say much about this, do I, Mr. Baughman?
Not much, Your Honor. It's, there's an offer on the table. I am moving, I'm actually being, there's a stipulated motion here to set
Let's
aside.
put your appearance on the record, Mr. Bachman.
Harry Bothman, P 55052 on behalf of the defendant. Ma'am, state your name, please. Ms. Lewis. You're on mute.
Sierra Lewis.
Thank you. Your Honor, I'm asking the court specifically to call SP 9865491. It is a matter currently in default from May of 2019. I have had an occasion to speak to Mr. Goff, and I believe it is his intention to stipulate to setting aside that default, Your Honor. Thereafter, the defendant will plead in that case to a reduced charge of blockading, with the instant cases that the court called today being dismissed as part of that plea agreement, and I would stipulate to probable cause as for the dismissals. Thank you, Your Honor.
Very well, Mr. Bachman and Mrs. Lewis, is that what your understanding is?
Yes.
All right. I'm sure you don't disagree.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, for interrupting.
Go ahead.
But I just wanted to stipulate to the facts contained on the face of the complaint or the register of actions for the purpose of the responsible plea here. Thank you.
Okay, so stipulated, we will do this, we will amend this failure to stop ticket based on counsel stipulation to probable cause and to the face of the ticket, and find you responsible, Ms. Lewis, of blockading traffic. I'm gonna fine you $175 in that matter, and the other two matters are gonna be dismissed. Let me go back to your name right quick, just to find out if you're gonna be responsible for any other fees related to this, which will not be a part of this proceeding today, but it will be information for you. I'm gonna waive the warrant fee, but you're gonna be responsible to pay the reinstatement fees in these matters. So today, I'm concerned only about the $175. When can you pay?
I can pay that next week.
All right, I'm gonna say July the 8th. That's gonna be amended to blocking traffic, to 0-point offense, and no abstraction to the Secretary of State. This is just a civil infraction.
Oh, can I come get paid today?
I would hope so. I would think you would want to do that, but I'm going to give you to the 8th anyway to pay it. I'm going to waive the warrant fees in the other matter. You're going to be responsible for the reinstatement fees. That's 2 fees of $45. That's going to be an extra $90. So in order for you to get your license back, you're going to be responsible for the $175 and 2 reinstatement fees of $90. That's a total of $265 by my calculation. If you pay that today, you can go approach the secretary, or at least you'll be clear here in 36th District. I don't know what else you have out there in the world. So if there's no further questions, Ms. Lewis, you're free to leave and you can have a great day.
Okay, you too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. How many times do you want this guy to test?
I said once.
No, this is Tracy. This is someone who had back in June 11th.
That's fine. All right. Counselor, we have, what about, I'm getting them back, you got to mute your device, please. All right, Counselor, let's go on your client's matter for this hearing. So you can.
Who? For? Where's the hearing?
Wortham.
Okay, yeah, Rathel. We're ready, Your Honor. Yeah, it's
Spell your
like
last name again.
it's like the grapes of wrath and then the letter before M, so it's Rathel. WRATHELL.
Yeah, who's his client?
And the client's John Gamachia.
Okay, this is the,
Your Honor, this is not a formal hearing, so the officer's not required to be here.
I thought it was under here.
No, it's under hearing because it's a civil infraction.
Oh, okay.
It's not a formal hearing, so the officer's not required to be here.
All right, I'm mistaken then. I thought that was formal hearing.
Okay.
Well, all right. Let's see. Schedule for
It says
hearing.
Yep.
How is this not a formal hearing?
If, under civil matters, it's instead of it's a hearing, then a formal hearing is for when the officer is required to appear. Because if you look at the 9 o'clock hearing under Lucas, she's scheduled for a formal hearing, and Officer Hayward is here.
Well, it was scheduled for a formal hearing back on the 7th of May. This is just scheduled for a hearing. So, what do you want to do, Counselor?
Well, Your Honor, if it says here it's a hearing, so it's neither an informal hearing or a formal hearing. I don't know, but I guess I would make a motion to dismiss first and see how you rule on that.
And I don't have any basis. Let's see. Did we call this case, Mr. Dixon? Let's call this case. This is the city of Detroit versus John Allen Gamachia. Case number SP 1164029, count 1. Secretary of State record needed. That's what I have in my file. There's no offer. Let's see, Attorney Goss. This is, I can give you and Attorney Goss an opportunity to speak in a breakout room. Mr. Rathel.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Your Honor.
All right.
That's fine.
I want to know what the basis for your motion is. Let's hear.
I don't know. I kind of think the officer should be here. If it was a formal hearing, I don't know why it was changed to a hearing.
I have scheduled for formal hearing on May the 7th, 2021.
We're ready to proceed no matter how you rule on the motion to dismiss, Your Honor.
Due to judge's conference, case was adjourned.
Right, yeah, the judges had a conference, I think in May, and that's why it was rescheduled for today, Your Honor.
Put your appearance on the record, Counselor.
Okay, this is Mike Rathel, P number 47542, appearing on behalf of my client, Mr. Gamachia, who's sitting to my left.
May I please court, Dante Goss, P60162 on behalf of the city of Detroit.
I have here Mr. Goss. Why don't I put you two in a breakout room? Do you need a breakout? Well, he's already made a motion.
And I'm on the record at the time.
All right, put that motion on the record for me, Counselor.
Okay, Well, my understanding is that it was a formal hearing. Now the notice says it's hearing. I don't know why it was changed from a formal hearing to a hearing. But if the officer is required to be there for a formal hearing, I would think that he would be required to be here today, or she.
Your response?
Your Honor, I don't know why it was scheduled as a hearing, but it is a hearing, so the officer was not notified to be here. Our officers are required to be here after formal hearings. Since this is a civil matter, that's why it's a hearing, not a free trial.
So is there any way to find out whether that officer was here on the 7th when he was required to be here?
Your Honor, it was a judge's conference, so anything was canceled for that day.
Yeah, that's correct. It was adjourned before we even came to court, Your Honor, I believe.
Well, I don't know. So let's see if you have some kind of offer. Is there an offer that you're writing up now? Because I don't understand myself why you have a formal hearing scheduled. I understand that that formal hearing couldn't take place, but why there was not rescheduled for a formal hearing? What's the purpose of having Mr. Gamachia come back in just several different times? It's not his fault.
Your Honor, that's all on the court. The prosecutor's office does have nothing to do with the scheduling of these matters. So that was a court decision that scheduled it as a hearing.
Yeah, well, I'm inclined to dismiss the matter, and the people can rewrite the ticket if that's the case, because what are we doing here? I mean, he has a right to a
hearing, a formal hearing. So right now it's a hearing, and as counsel stated that he was received a notice saying it's a hearing, not a formal hearing.
You didn't allow me to finish, Counselor. He has a right to an expedited to get this over with sooner rather than later. He can't continue to come in to court and he was understood that he was expected to have a formal hearing. And you did articulate, counsel, that you knew that before and he didn't have to show up on May the 7th?
I believe, yeah, I think Mr. Goss let me know that the matter was being adjourned because of the judge's conference before the actual hearing date.
Right, so Your Honor, so there's no harm to Mr. Gamachino because notice was given once we found out that the court was closed for that day. This is all a court issue, and the people should not have to reissue the violation because of the court closure that was unexpected to court and to the defense and to the prosecution.
Well, let's not say it's no harm to Mr. Gamachia because Mr. Gamachia was, albeit understood that he was set for a formal hearing on May the 7th. Understood that that formal hearing was canceled and he knew about that beforehand. But it's not Mr. Gamachia's fault that the court just didn't set another formal hearing, because if that had been done, he's here today, he's ready to proceed with this counsel, and he would now, if he wants another formal hearing, he does have to show up again. So I understand that the inconvenience may be slight, just one extra court appearance, but there is an inconvenience.
I understand that, Your Honor. However, the inconvenience was caused by the court, not the prosecution. So the prosecution should not have to reissue because of the court's decision to schedule this as a hearing and not a formal hearing.
All right, so is there any offer that's being afforded?
I need to see his driving record.
Can we pull his driving record? Please.
That's on.
Counselor, I I'm inclined to dismiss. However, I kind of feel certain that the ticket will be reissued. If there's an offer that is acceptable, then will your client be willing to entertain that?
Yes, Your Honor. In fact, Mr. Goss did offer a plea that I did speak to my client about. It's a plea of limited access, I think 5 over instead of, and dropping count 1, the careless driving. So, you know, if they're gonna reissue.
Did he take the Michigan defensive driving course?
He did, Mr. Goss. And Your Honor, he did, and he passed, I think 84% of the last time he took it, he got 84%.
Your Honor, I am willing to I'm willing to change my offer to blockading, looking at Mr. Yamachini's driving record. He has a valid driver's license, and he has some issues, but they are spread out over the last 14 years. And since he did take the defensive driving course, I'm willing to give him blockading.
Counselor, did you hear the offer that's been afforded to your client?
No, Your Honor. I know he offered limited access.
He just amended his offer to a blockading traffic. I'll fine your client $175 based on the fact that he did complete the. Well, let's say this. I'm going to accept your representation as an officer of the court that your client completed the Michigan defensive driving course, and people had an opportunity to look at your client's driving record, and based on those two things, that he's willing to amend the offer to a blockading traffic.
Okay, Your Honor, that's a no point violation?
No point, zero abstraction, is just a fine. The Secretary of State will never know. He will need to pay $175 to get the case closed out.
Okay, could he have, that's fine, Your Honor. Could he have 7 days to pay?
Certainly. What do you want to do with your motion, Counselor?
I'll withdraw the motion, Your Honor.
All right, motion withdrawn. Mr. Gamachia, will you stipulate to the face of the ticket, Counselor, as a
yes, we stipulate.
Okay.
We stipulate, Your Honor.
Let's raise your right hand, Mr. Gamachia. This is, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the matter?
I do.
All right, you can put your hand down. You understand you have a right to a formal hearing in this matter?
I do.
You're going to give up that right by taking this deal here? You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, Your Honor.
All right, you stipulate to the face of the ticket, Counselor, as probable cause?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, based on that, I'm going to accept your responsible plea to the amended count of blockading traffic. I am going to fine you $175, and I'm going to give you till July the 8th, 2021 to pay. I don't understand why, Mr. Gamachi, you can afford a top-notch lawyer like that and you can't pay today, though. But that's not. I'm still going to give you the same 7 days I give everyone else.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Anything else, Counselor?
No, Your Honor, and thank you, Mr. Goss, too.
All right. Very well. Anything else, Mr. Gamachia?
That's it. I appreciate
All
your
right, have a
time.
great day.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a nice day yourself.
Thank you. Bye-bye. We're done?
No. I have, Mrs. Tracy Lucas. That's your case, Officer Hector. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. I was gonna
All right.
ask if I could have a second to talk back with the prosecutor.
All right, you certainly can. Ms. Lucas, I don't know if that's good or bad for you, but I'm gonna give the officer opportunity to talk with Mr. Goss.
Okay, I have a question.
Certainly.
Okay, I had received something in the mail saying I had to pay $165, and I had paid that like 2 weeks ago.
All right, we'll sort that out.
Okay.
Well, do you have a ticket number?
No, I'm actually at work, so I don't have it on me.
June 15, 2021, showing that she pled guilty to the charge for $240. She made the case on June 23rd for $240. On September 15th.
You were in court on May the 20th?
Yes.
No, she don't have to know. She have to be the judge. He was, yeah, he was.
I don't understand why. You were in court May the 20th, is that correct?
Yes. Then she had told me that I come back July 1st at 9 o'clock.
Let's give them an opportunity to talk, and we're gonna pass this and go to the next case. Did I already do Gardner? Mr. Gardner, are you still here? What about Courtney Lee?
Yes, I'm here.
Good morning, Ms. Lee.
Good morning.
All right. Let's see what else. Okay, Judge. All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Courtney Lene Lee, case number SP 1143364, count 1. Ms. Lee, it's an offer here based on the fact that you've already paid the associated civil infractions, which I understand you want to take care of your stuff and you're being diligent about it, and I respect that. But when you pay those matters, and this goes to everybody, on 11 to 15 over, you automatically incur the penalty, the points that go with that. When you set a court date, you could potentially avoid those points by taking an offer that doesn't include the points. But based on the fact that you made that payment, we're gonna dismiss the other matter. And, if you don't have any objection to that, you are, free to leave, Ms. Lee.
Okay, but I do want to get my license back because they're suspended.
Well, I don't see anything here that, that you have in the 36th district. Can you pull up her name for the driver and see if she has anything under just Courtney Lee instead of Courtney Lee? What are we gonna do with this, Lucas? You want this offer here? Yeah. Okay, I don't see anything here that would prevent you from getting your driver's license at 36th district. You don't owe any other reinstatement fees or anything, so you should, if you don't have anything else out in the other jurisdictions, you should be able to get a driver's license.
Okay.
All right, anything else, Ms. Lee?
No, I did it.
All right, have a great day.
Thank you, you too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. This is the state of Michigan versus Tracy Lachey Lucas, case numbers SP 11465041, SP 114646, counts 1, 2, and 3. It appears, and I just don't understand how this happens like this, that, okay. I don't understand how this happens. It appears, well, let me, it appears you have got these matters on all on December 16th, 2020. And I'm guessing it happened on all the same instance. Am I correct, Mr. Corporal Hayward?
Yes, sir.
All right. And only 2 of the matters were adjudicated on, one matter was adjudicated on April the 8th, 2021. And the other matter was adjudicated on May 20th, 2021. And then all the other matters weren't heard on that day. I don't understand how that happens.
So because those were the misdemeanors that were already heard, am I correct?
No, so we heard one misdemeanor, that was the driving while license suspended, which she pled to improper failure to display. And Mr. Goss, you listened to this as well. She pled to failure to display. All of these, so on that day, you wrote tickets for operator's license, no insurance, defective mirror, noise, and insufficient lights, I'm thinking. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matters, correct?
That's correct, sir. I believe all the ones today were just the defective equipment, if I'm correct.
Well,
The ones heard today. I'm assuming that's what it is, because like you, I understand how they're being held on separate dates.
Right. Defective equipment, which is a 0.0 abstract instead of the proper date.
Well, let me say this. We have the no insurance misdemeanor. We have the no insurance. All of them are here for a formal hearing, so we're all on the civil infractions. But and that's 1, 2, 3, 4 civil infractions. One of the civil infractions, and that would be SP 1146460 count 3. There's already been a disposition into on May the 20th, 2021. And that disposition just says judgment rendered, total fine $120. It seems like there was a payment made in the amount of $45, if my math is correct. And there's $120 more, or there's $75 more owed on that ticket.
What was that ticket number again?
That's SP 1146460 count 3. The other 2 matters are left pending. There's no disposition entered in there. Let's say the other 3 matters are all left pending. There's no disposition entered. And then on April the 8th, that was in May. On April the 8th, a month before that, there's been an adjudication of a guilty plea to the amended count of failure to display an operator's license. Your Honor, we dismiss the charge. Well, what I'm saying is that she's already pled guilty to failure to display, and she pled responsible to a defective equipment ticket.
So dismiss those 3.
Okay. All right. Let's do it. Is that okay with you, Ms. Lucas?
I'm sorry.
You haven't even been listening, have you?
Yes, I'm listening. I know you said I pled guilty and someone, and then the other one.
Did we call the cases, Mr. Dixon? I can't read lips that good.
Still on you.
You did not call the case, Judge.
Thank you. Let's call the case of the City of Detroit versus Tracy Lachey Lucas. Case numbers SP 1050260. Strike that. Case number SP 1146460. Counts 1, counts 2. And case number SP 1146504-1. In the matter, I have seen here that Mrs. Lucas had a matter associated with this that was. Go ahead, put your appearance on the record, please.
Dante Claus P60162 on behalf of the City of Detroit. I also have Corporal Hayward on the Zoom call.
Corporal Hayward, badge 1004, Detroit Police Department.
The record, Harry Baughman for the defense.
Your Honor, at this time, due to Ms. Lucas pleading to 2 additional charges on 2 different days, the city is moving to dismiss that 3 charges.
Last 3 charges.
That 3 charges.
All right, dismissed. Okay, matters are dismissed. Ms. Lucas, you're still going to be responsible for the $75 on, you said you made a payment, and it looks like that is the case. You still owe $75 on the defective mirror case, and you still owe $54 on the failure to display. It's listed here as operator's license not on person. So I just want to make you aware of that.
Okay. I can pay that.
All right, the other matters are dismissed. So I would suggest you pay that sooner rather than later, because if you don't, then you're gonna owe more penalties and fees, and it can potentially stop you from getting your license or keeping your license or whatever the case may be. Okay, if there's no further questions, you're free to leave. And you as well, Corporal Hayward, good to see you, and be safe out there.
Okay, thank you. I have a blessed one.
You have a better one. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day, Your Honor.
All right, you as well. All right, I'll see you later. Attorney Kevin Bassant, I called you earlier.
I'm sorry, Judge. I'm back and forth between Zoom calls, but I'm on Nikolai Gore. He's not here. And Judge, here's my issue. Mr. Gore is Romanian, and we've been working back and forth with the prosecutor to reach a plea that won't affect his immigration. I've called him several times today. I've texted him. He hasn't responded. He's never been CAFIAS before. He's always been at every last hearing. He's been involved with the plea negotiations.
Let me make it a little bit short. I don't mean to cut you short, Counselor. You want another date?
I was going to ask you that, Judge. Can we just get another date, please?
Let's do it.
Thank you.
All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Nikolai Gore, case number U56387-620. Appearances for the record, please.
And good morning, Your Honor. Attorney Kevin Bassant, P71061, on behalf of Mr. Nikolai Gore, who's not present for today's hearing, Your Honor.
Hey, I understand probably why he may not be here. This was another case that was scheduled May the 7th on the judge's conference day for a pre-trial. It was rescheduled for today. I do understand that Mr. Gore is represented by counsel. I do see here that Mr. Gore hasn't failed to appear in the past. And based on that, we're not going to hold that against your client, counselor. We will offer you another court date. We'll schedule it as a pre-trial. What's your pleasure, counselor?
Judge, can we just get maybe because July is very busy for me. Can we get a couple weeks out, Your Honor? Maybe like July 22nd?
Let's see. Maybe I'll give you till August the 2nd. You got some issues to work out as far as immigration is concerned. Is that going to give you enough time, or do you need more time than that?
Judge, actually, I was going to say if we can get a little bit more time than that, that'd be great too, if the court is willing.
How about I give you till September the 2nd?
That is perfect. That's beautiful, Judge. Thank you.
All right.
Can you repeat the P number for me?
Can you repeat your P number, please, counselor, for my court reporter?
P71061.
All right. The court is scheduling another pretrial date for September the 2nd, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. If there's nothing further, counselor, if there's nothing further, you have a great day. I'll see you then. Or maybe.
Thank you. You all take care.
As well. Next. I see your hand up, Mr. Gleese. Mrs. Pierre, Mrs. Courtney Lee.
Did you hear me? I just apologize for being late. I was on another Zoom trying to get in with this and was unable to until now, so.
I don't see you on my dock. I do.
Good.
All right,
Thank
just
God
mute
you
your
said
phone.
that.
Mute your phone until I call your name, please.
Not
We're
a
gonna have a good
problem.
morning.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Let's go with Jason Lovejoy.
Yes, Your Honor.
Good morning. How are you today?
Good morning. I'm fine, and you?
All right. So, let's call the case. This is the City of Detroit versus Jason Lamar Lovejoy, case number SP 1082191, count 1. Mr. Lovejoy, there is actually no offer except to plead to the ticket as charged, because it's already written as a failure to display. So outside of the dismissal, there's nothing to amend this ticket to. I will fine you $240, and I'll give you time to pay. Mr.
So I can't dispute the ticket.
Certainly, that's what I was going to say. I was
Okay.
going to give Mr. Baughman that opportunity to say that, and I know he was just thinking that and about to jump in before you made that comment. But Mr. Baughman, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Harry Baughman on behalf of the defendant, sir. State your name again.
Jason Lovejoy.
Okay, so we have one ticket, one count for driving on a suspended repeat offender.
Well, I don't see it being a repeat offender.
I'm sorry, I misstated that. That is, it's just a driver's license offense here. Is that it?
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you have a driver's license, Mr. Lovejoy?
Yes, I do.
Nice.
You do have a driver's license?
Yeah.
Is it valid? I mean, you can hold that up all day long. It might not be the papers worth the papers printed on. Is it valid? Pull his driver's license. Thank you. You know, you got that driver's license he held up that's been invalid or suspended for years. He's still holding on.
Sir, can you tell us what date that license was issued?
We're going to check it out right now, Mr. Baughman.
Standing by.
If it's valid, we're going to dismiss this.
Understood.
And when did you say that in the first place? All right, I got a license.
Man, that bad boy is good.
Yeah.
All right. Based on that, Mr. Lovejoy, you provided proper documentation. I know I called the case, so we're going to dismiss this matter, and I'm going to waive the warrant fee. I don't see any reinstatement fee. If there is a reinstatement fee, I'm going to waive that as well, but I don't see any reinstatement fee. All right?
Okay.
Okay, any other questions, Mr. Lovejoy?
No, sir.
I didn't think so. I thought you would take that, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right, you can get back in the driver's seat. You got insurance and no? I ain't worried about that. Don't answer that. Don't answer that.
Man. All right, y'all have a good one.
All right, y'all have a good day.
Okay.
All right. Let's go with Michael Lewis.
Here, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Lewis.
Good morning.
And I don't have your file.
Ms. Lewis?
What's your middle name, Mr. Lewis?
Delford, Delford.
What is your, that's not you. I see. No operator's license on first, right? Mr. Michael Lewis's file, please. All right, this is State of Michigan versus Michael Delford Lewis, case number SX 342-06511. So, what happened here, Mr. Lewis? I see that this is a 2018 case. I see you paid the related improper lane use ticket that went along with this, but for some reason, this ticket was not taken care of. Do you know what happened on that?
I couldn't tell you if it was. I paid it immediately, and are there any additional notes to the incident there? So I could just get a better idea of exactly what happened
This is
and
from
when.
I-75 to West 94 ramp.
Okay, yes, I remember.
So what happened with the no ops, the license ticket? Why didn't you take care of that? You got two tickets on one day. Well, it's basically one ticket with two counts.
Well, I guess to my knowledge, that's the thing. I just try to take care of it immediately. So I really honestly don't know. I had the money and everything, and I just tried to take care of it. So
all right. Based on that, we're gonna dismiss the matter. You've already paid the related civil infraction that went along with this case. I'm gonna waive warrant fee, but I'm gonna make you responsible for paying the $45 reinstatement fee.
that's good with me, Your Honor. Yes, sir.
Okay. If that's cool with you, that's cool with me. And if there's you have a bond in this $200, what you can do is you can either pay the $45 reinstatement fee online and wait on them to refund your bond money, which will take about a month and a half or more. You can come down to the court and have them immediately apply that bond to that $45 reinstatement fee. And they will do that, get immediate clearance that way as well. Or you can pay the $45 fee at any DivDav kiosk in the city of Detroit. You'll get an immediate clearance as well. So other than that, you're still going to have to wait on that bond money, which will take about a month and a half to be refunded to you. But you'll get immediate clearance if you do that one of those three ways.
Okay. I'll come on down to the court.
All right, very well. Nothing further. Have a great day.
All right, thank you so much, Ron.
Thank you. All right, let's see here. Who's up next? Do we have, Mrs. Marquita Leggett? Did we do Miss Marquita Leggett? I think we did.
Yes, I'm here. Good morning.
You are there. Okay, let's.
Yeah, we all did. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah. But she can log on too.
Oh. To the city of Detroit versus Marquita Lena Leggett, case numbers 17411-481, counts 1 and counts 2.
Harry Baughman for the defendant.
Good morning, Mrs. Leggett.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good.
Ms. Leggett, for the record, state your name, please.
Marquita Leggett.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Mispronounce your name, Ms. Leggett.
That's fine.
Ms. Leggett, do you have insurance?
Yes, but that vehicle in question that I was driving was not my vehicle.
See, hey, listen, less is more, Ms. Leggett.
Oh,
all right.
Okay.
That's going to be a lesson in life right there. I was always told if you don't talk, you just might walk. But I asked you and you answered, but you gave me a little bit too much information.
Okay.
Is insurance on the vehicle you're driving now?
No, I have insurance on, yes, the vehicle that I'm driving now.
Do you have proof of that insurance? Oh, you're on the phone.
Yes.
How can I see it if I can't see you?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
No apology necessary. Mr. John Griffin, can you just file, please? Let's figure this out.
Tracy Lucas, you dismissed all of the tickets?
Tracy Lucas? Yeah, well, she had the one that. So we dismissed all the civil actions. Yes.
I'm sorry, Lucas to be the name.
John Griffin. So how are we gonna do this, Ms. Leggett?
I guess I can hang up and try to do the Zoom online through my phone.
You wanna know how to do that?
I've never done a Zoom through the phone. I've always done it through my laptop.
May I ask this, Ms. Leggett? Does
Yes.
your phone have a capability for you to take a picture of that document?
Yes, it does.
Could you please forward a picture of that document to me as a text message? I'm gonna send you my my telephone number by chat right now. Oh, I can't chat you. You need to take
Well,
my
Mr.
phone number down.
You might want to tell your phone number over the whole world to listen to it. Because you know, as distinguished as a lawyer as you are, I'm sure you might if somebody might want to hire you.
I can't text her anyway, so ma'am, if you could just take this number down. Are you ready?
Yes.
313
313
948
948
2683.
2683. Okay, thank you.
Take a picture of that. You send it to my phone, and I will send it to everybody that
Okay.
matters.
I'm taking a picture now.
Mr. Lewis has, Mr. Lewis has,
Madam Clerk, with your permission, once I get that document, I'm going to forward that by email to you. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay.
What you gonna have?
Ms. Leggett. Ms. Leggett has 2 tickets.
Is it my quarter?
Yes. Ms. Leggett has 2 tickets. Each no insurance misdemeanor license, driving license suspended. The related civil infraction that she got with this was paid. I will tell you that these tickets go back to 2017, but she does have insurance now that she's forwarding to the court. That wasn't her car that she was driving back then. She had to drive it. I don't have to. Do you have a driver's license, Ms. Leggett?
No, Your Honor.
All right.
I'm working towards that.
All right, we're gonna try to help you out.
Thank you.
What we'll do. All right, what we'll do is you don't even have to send that insurance over.
Well, I sent it, but okay, thank you.
What we'll do is we will offer you a failure to display and dismiss the other matter.
Okay, thanks.
I see here you've posted a $200 bond in each ticket.
Yes, sir.
So if you come down to the court and apply those bonds, that'll automatically be paid. I'll waive the warrant fee and you'll have to pay the reinstatement fee, but it seems like you'll have enough money in those bonds to take care of both of the matter and you'll be clear here.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Mrs. Leggett, yes.
Yes. So as far as the reinstatement fee, which is the $45, correct?
Yes.
Okay, could I pay that online, even though I know once I come down there, like you said, I'll have money coming back, but I have an appointment for Secretary of State Tuesday. I'm trying to be clear for everything.
I'll explain it to you after we get this taken care of. Can you raise your right hand, Ms. Leggett?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, you can put your hand down. Ms. Leggett, you understand you have a right to a trial in these matters?
Yes.
You understand by taking this offer, you're going to give up the right to a trial?
Yes.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what's been stated in the record?
No, Your Honor.
And you're taking this on your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mrs. Leggett, let me draw your attention back to November the 15th, 2017 at around 10:55 a.m. in the area of Gratiot and Helen in the city of Detroit. Did you have an occasion on that day to be pulled over by Detroit police?
Yes.
And on that date, were you asked to provide a valid driver's license?
Yes, I was.
And you couldn't provide that license, could you, Ms. Leggett?
No.
And why couldn't you provide that license?
Because the license was suspended.
Okay. I'm going to accept your plea to the amended count of failure to display. I am going to fine you $240 in that matter. The other matter will be dismissed. I'm gonna waive both warrant fees, and I'm going to hold you responsible for both reinstatement fees. Mrs. Leggett, you have a total of $400 in bond money here. So what you can do to expedite things, to get it done quicker so you can get your appointment at the Secretary of State, is that you can go, I would suggest you come downtown and ask them to apply those bonds to your fines and costs. And they will apply that bond to your $240 and both of your reinstatement fees. $400 is enough to cover all of that. You'll have money coming back. However, they're not going to give you any money back on that when you come down. They'll mail the remaining of that balance to you in the mail. If by some reason you can't come down, then the next best way to do it is to pay those either online or any DIV kiosk. That's going to require you to pay the total amount, which my calculation is $330. And then you'll have to wait on that bond money to be refunded back to you in the mail. It'll be refunded back in its entirety. So it's going to be your choice on how you want to do it, but to make that appointment, either one of those two ways are going to be the best way to get clearances so that you can meet your Secretary of State appointment.
Okay, and what is the latest time that I can come in to the courthouse to do that?
4 o'clock, ma'am.
4 p.m. Okay. Thank you.
Okay? All right. If there's no further questions, Ms. Leggett, I wish you the best of luck and you have a great day.
You have a better day. Thank you.
Thanks so much. Mrs. Lewis? Melanie?
Yes.
All right. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.
Thank you for your patience. What do I need to do to put it in for a case? ROA and ticket number?
Yeah, but is the ticket number?
No, it's not even on here.
Yeah, just ROA type ticket.
And then the ticket number is, do I have to put an SP in front of that?
This is a 20. You are. Okay, put it here. And put a 1 here. That's column 1. You leave that here in there.
Can we find out if she has anything else? We're doing, this is,
Who is that?
Melanie Lewis.
So far, we have more than the one
You
issue.
have the one ticket.
If this is one,
All right. This is the city of Detroit versus Melanie. That's why it's not, they have it spelled wrong. Lewis, case number 207170031. I'm not even gonna wait for my clerk to see if you have any other matters, because the city attorney has already said that they'll dismiss this matter if this is your only case. So I'm going to dismiss this matter. And if you have any other matters, then we'll take care of that on another day.
No, I do not.
Okay, Mrs. Lewis, this case will be dismissed.
Thank you. So I don't need any information, nothing. So everything is cleared. So I guess I could get clearance from the court, or how does that work?
Yeah, well, what you would do is once my clerk inputs this information into the system, then you can go online and type your name in. But keep in mind, this is spelled Nelanie. That's not the correct spelling of your name, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay, so that was inputted wrong into the system. It's written right on the face of the ticket. It's spelled on the face of the ticket, Nelane. So the face of the ticket is correct. I have the original copy of the ticket. I have the original ticket here itself, but whoever inputted the information in the computer spelled it wrong. That was the reason why I couldn't pull it up. So you're going to have to type in Melanie, Melanie, in order to get that ROA, which you could print out on your phone showing the matter has been dismissed.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Based on that, I don't see anything else under the correct spelling of your name. And there's no further questions, Ms. Lewis. You have a great day.
I have one question. Okay, so by being dismissed, of course, no points have accumulated or anything like that is being put on my record. I'm just trying to make sure I'm completely clear of all of that.
It seems as though you're completely clear. You have no reinstatement fee, no other fees. You handled this matter in a timely manner, so nothing else was incurred. So,
thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day, ma'am. You can go ahead and drive away now.
You as well. Thank you. Goodbye.
Bye bye. Let's Counselor. Good morning to you. Counselor Susan Dine.
I am an interpreter.
Interpreter?
Yes.
Okay. Good morning to you, ma'am.
She was the interpreter for John.
Oh.
Yeah,
John. Who John?
That Nicholas guy.
The Nicola.
Yeah.
Yeah, that matter has been adjourned until September 2nd, 2021.
Okay.
What's happening?
Means that I'm dismissed, or?
You are dismissed. Thank you very much for appearing.
You're very welcome. Thank you for allowing me to assist.
What language are you interpreting?
Romanian.
Romanian.
In English,
Yes.
Romanian.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll make sure this one at the next meeting.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank
We'll
you.
send that
Have
notice.
a nice day.
You as well. We'll send that notice over to the staff, and I don't know if it'll be you or someone else that will appear on September 2nd.
Very well. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Mr. Griffin, we haven't forgot about you. All right. Expired place. All right, this is the City of Detroit versus John Thomas Griffin. Case numbers SP 115-44501 and SP 115-44631. Mr. Griffin, there is an offer here to plead to the improper plates, 0 point offense, no abstraction. It is a misdemeanor, however, and dismiss the other matter. I'm gonna ask you, did you have insurance at the time, Mr. Griffin?
Yes.
You have proof of that? Expired plates and no insurance.
You get a show. Show about the 5 plates. You get the registry. Mr. Griffin.
Yes.
Did you get the vehicle registered?
Nah, actually, the vehicle got sold. Because when I made the you know, for the Secretary of State, it was so far out. But then the engine went bad, so I went ahead and got rid of it.
All right, Mr. Griffin, based on the fact that you have made reference that you have insurance.
You put it up there.
I put it up, and my city attorney has seen that representation. Both these matters are going to be dismissed.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, if there's no further questions, I appreciate your patience, and obviously you won't have to show up at 1:30 today, so.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. There, appreciate you being here, and if there's nothing further, you have a great day, Mr. Griffin.
All right, you do the same. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Well, say what? Oh, Mr. Glees.
Yes.
I'm about to get out of here.
Oh, mine, please don't leave me hanging. No.
David Glees. I don't have a spot.
Driving while suspended, repeat offender. What is that repeat offender?
Driving while license suspended. State case. I don't see anything else associated with this. We'll offer you a failure to display, $240 fine. This is let's call the case. This is the City of Detroit versus David Rufus Allen Glees, case number 194427131. Appearances, please.
Jay Bachman for defendant. Mr. Glees, your name, please.
David Rufus Allen Glees.
I have a driving my license suspended repeat offender. This is a state case. Mr. Glees, I'll offer you a failure to display. That's amended. That's a 0-point ticket. That is no abstract. I mean, that is an abstraction to the Secretary of State, and it is a misdemeanor, however. And I'm making the offer under the memorandum of understanding with the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office. Mr. Glees, you do have a right to a trial in this matter. What is this? You have a David. Was this a state trooper or a Detroit police officer that pulled you over?
Detroit police officer.
METZ. Yeah, K, it's METZKE.
METZKE. David,
Yes,
that's 3767.
he's still on. All right, well, I was trying to see if we can get rid of that by having you appear at another court date, but it appears that the officer still works for the city of Detroit. However, that does not negate the fact that you still have a right to a trial. If you don't want to accept that offer that I've tendered to you, you can come back on a trial date, and that officer will be expected to appear, and we'll hold the hearing there or get some sort of resolution on that day. However, today the offer is a failure to display, $240 fine, and you can get this matter adjudicated today if you want. It's your pleasure, Mr. Police.
Sounds like a plan, Your Honor. I have a Secretary of State appointment tomorrow so I can get my license back straight. So let's do it.
Okay. Okay. All right. So based on your appointment tomorrow, and based on the fact that if I give you the failure, if you accept the failure to display, it'll be an automatic 30-day suspension. I'm going to amend that offer to improper plates. That's going to be the same fine. However, that's not going to be abstracted, and it's not going to have any points incurred on your license.
Okay.
And I guess by saying no abstraction automatically references the fact that there's not going to be any points. So if you want to avail yourself to that offer.
Yes, Your Honor, please.
All right, Mr. Police, can you put your camera on?
Let me see. Let me start the video. See if I can start this video. We'll try. There I am.
All right. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the matter?
I solemnly do swear, Your Honor.
All right, you can put your hand down, Mr. Gleese. You understand you have a right to a trial in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand by taking this offer, that you're going to give up that right to a trial?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anybody offered you anything other than what I stated on the record?
No, Your Honor.
You're taking this offer on your own free will?
Yes, Your Honor.
And let me draw your attention to March the 23rd of 2019 and at about 11 p.m. in the city of Detroit, the area of Marks and 7 Mile Road. Did you have an occasion on that date to be pulled over by a Detroit police officer?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
And on that date, were you asked to produce a valid driver's license?
Yes, Your Honor, I was.
And you couldn't produce that license, could you?
No, the license was suspended.
And you couldn't produce it, the license was suspended. You answered my last question. I'm going to accept your guilty plea to the amended count of failure to, strike that. I'm going to accept your guilty plea to the amended count of improper plates. That is a 0-point offense. That offense does not abstract to the Secretary of State. I'm going to fine you $240. Based on the representation that you made, that you have a Secretary of State appointment tomorrow, I'm going to waive the warrant fee in this matter. However, you're still going to be responsible for the $45 reinstatement fee. So I say that to say you have a $200 bond that's sitting here with the court. You probably heard, like I said to other people, that the best way to do this is to come down here and apply that bond. Or pay the $240 plus the reinstatement fee online or any div-dav kiosk and wait for that bond to be returned to you. But I would come down to the court myself, apply that bond, and bring another $85 with me and get clearance immediately so that when you have that Secretary of State appointment, they'll have that. And I would do that sooner rather than later.
No problem, Your Honor. I'll be down there today.
Okay, Mr. Glees, thank you for your patience. And if there's nothing further, you have a great day. Good luck to you.
Thank you, and you also.
Thank you. All right, well, Mr. Baughman, Mr. Dixon, it appears that will conclude the morning. I am going to sign off. And I'm going to thank both of you for your appearance and work today. And if there's nothing further, have a great day.
Everybody have a great day.
Is there an afternoon, Judge?
Yes, it is. I'm sorry. You just have a good lunch, Mr. Dixon. Mr. Baughman.
See you next time.
I appreciate your strong advice to the people, and I'll see you next time.
Okay. Thanks again, Mr. Goss.
No problem, man.
Have a good day, everybody.
I'll
Bye.
check back about 1:15, Judge.